Startup.
Hi, Miguel. So tell us about your hot new product. How long have you been on the market?
So hello everyone, my name is Miguel Barumi from the company Barukas. The company's been around since 2017, originally started in 2006. It's been, like any company has its ups and downs, and we restarted revamping in 2017. We've been the US market, Canadian market, Australian market, Swiss market, and entering other markets of the world.
And so basically what you're selling are these Baruka nuts or seeds from the country of?
Brazil. Brazil. What it is a wild tree that grows endemically in the Cerrado region, which is the tropical savanna. It's the world's most diverse tropical savanna in the world. It's over 2 million square kilometers of ecosystem, which is right next between, is sandwiched between the Atlantic forest on one side and the Amazon rainforest on another. This is an endemic tree of this region, and it's the seed of a fruit.
And I noticed you said it was high protein.
It has about 27 grams of protein per 100 grams, which makes it a high protein. Not only that, but the quality of the protein. We run PCAAS analysis, which is protein corrective amino acid score, and that's to determine what quality of the protein does it have. Most nuts and seeds generally have 0.4 to 0.6. Ours has 0.85 of the PCAA score. So it's not only high in protein, but the protein in it is highly absorbable and usable by the body.
Is there any mineral or vitamin that...
It's very rich in trace minerals and minerals as well. So mineral-wise, you have the magnesium, you have the calcium, you have the iron, you have the zinc, you have the selenium, you have manganese, you have copper, iodine, as well as vitamins, vitamin K. You have vitamin E, it's extremely rich in vitamin E, and you get some of the B vitamins, primarily folic acid and pyridoxine.
Now, if somebody wanted to make a nut milk, could you just take some of them and blend it with water to make a nut milk?
Yes, what we recommend is usually let it sit in water for some 20 minutes because it's been dry roasted, so it's a little crunchy. So in order to soften it up and make the blending process easier, let it sit in 20 minutes in water, and after that you can just blend it, and you need to blend it for at least a minute to make sure.
Could you soak it overnight?
You can, but generally what happens with Barukas nuts is very sensitive to humidity. So you want to make sure that you don't let it sit for too long.
You don't want to oversoak it.
You don't want to oversoak it. A couple minutes, 20, 30 minutes is sufficient.
Okay, and so tell us about the state of the forests.
Unfortunately, the region where it comes from, 60% of the native vegetation has been deforested. And part of our project is to actually give value to the region. It's a region of the world that is very little known about. As big as an ecosystem that it is, I'm quite surprised that not many people know about the area, but it's okay, we don't need to know anything. So our job is to bring this information out into the world so that people are aware this ecosystem exists. It's essential for the health of the whole ecosystems in the region. That includes the Amazon rainforest. So by protecting the Cerrado, you are protecting the Amazon and the other ecosystems around it.
So if people buy these, it's a sustainable product. It's not taking food away from the natives.
Not at all. We allow for 30% of the fruits to stay within the communities, while at the same time the pulp, the fruit has a pulp outside, and we allow that to stay in the forest so the animals can consume it.
Okay, like quinoa has gotten a bad rap for taking it out of the native population as their
correct.
food.
Exactly.
But this is actually helping to promote reforestation. Is that true?
Well, we don't really reforest. The way we work is we create awareness, and as the local endemic populations know more about the product and know that they can create a source of income for them, then they naturally start planting themselves and reforesting in a way. But we don't do it directly because Barukas it's a wild product. Trying to have it as a monocrop doesn't work. The best way is for people and nature itself do what it's been doing for thousands of years, and that's growing it itself.
Now, are there any health benefits that they're known for?
It's extremely high in fiber. For a nut, generally most nuts have some decent amount of fiber, but this has over 20 grams of fiber per 100 grams. As we mentioned, it already has a good amount of protein, 27 grams per 100 grams, combined with all the minerals and all the vitamins that we discussed. On top of it, it has the highest ORAC score. ORAC score is oxygen radical absorbance capacity. That's the antioxidant potential of the nut. So it's been linked with high amounts of it, and it has to be so. All wild products need to be high in secondary metabolites, which are the compounds that actually start working as a natural antioxidant to protect the cells from further damages, from environmental toxins, from bacteria, and so forth.
Okay. And do you have anything else you want to share?
No, just that we have an amazing product. We hope people get to know more about it. Reach out. We're more than happy always to answer questions.
What is your favorite way of eating the Baruka nuts?
So I really use it in many things. I love cooking. I'm always interested in doing dishes from around the world. So I use everything from Mexican food, Arabic food, Indian food. Eating it straight up. I like it every way.
Now let's look at your nut butter. Let's look at that.
Sure.
So can you tell us about the nut butter?
The nut butter is 100%. It's pure Baru nut. It has some coconut oil. It's extra virgin coconut oil. We use also a little bit of the pulp in it. The pulp tends to crystallize, so it gets a little crunchy, and some people might not like that, but it's good to make that aware. And as you can see right here, you can see the amazing people, a little pictures of the amazing people that we work with out in the field. These are the heart and soul of Barukas.
And what do you use to sweeten it?
We use monk fruit.
Monk fruit, okay.
Monk fruit, so it's sugar-free.
Okay. And then do you have any comments about this particular product?
That
Like
is
versus if somebody, were to just eat these versus that, what would you recommend the nut butter for?
It's people that want something that they can spread on their toes, that if they're making a spread, a vinaigrette, and they don't want to have to go from scratch, this is always a good choice. And also if you wake up in the morning, you're someone that likes butters, this will be a great product.
Now, where can people buy this?
They can buy directly from our website at barukas.com.
Okay.
It's usually the best and most recommendable way, because then if you have any issues, if you have any direct questions, any concerns, you can contact us directly. Most of the time I answer the questions.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Great talking to you.
Thank you.